Hey Insiders, I'm going to give you a reminder about how to work on your feet. And I think you can agree with me, the feet are like the one part that you work on that almost changes everything and how your body feels. So especially in your yoga practice, you notice a huge difference. So we started working on the feet by just kind of compressing all over the sole of the foot in many, many different spots. And that kind of gives us a sense of where we have tender places, where we might feel a little bit sticky. So after doing that, then we started working with toe spreading. And hey, toe splay is super important. So what we were doing was clutching the ball with the toes and then spreading them out as far as we could, and then clutching and spreading. And then eventually we kept the toes on the ball and we would lift up through the great toe. And I remember, I know it's difficult to get that toe moving independently, but your great toe is super important. It really needs to have a good, strong extension like that. That's really important at the great toe. It kind of informs the way the rest of your body moves, to be honest. Then we were holding on with the great toe and seeing if we could lift the other toes. Can they move independently from each other? That is really tricky. All right, but the more you practice, the better it gets. We did some stretching by bringing the toes into extension, and then I would push down into my great toe, and then I let go and let it stretch, and I do that a few times, and then working through the toes, like 2 toes at a time or so. Press with the toes, press, press, press. And then relax a couple of times, and then do your last 2 toes. So you see that movement, lots of movement is super important. Those toes need to be really mobile. This is also improving your sensitivity, and it actually influences the whole back line of your body, as we were able to see when we were testing. And then some longitudinal rolling can be really good. We want to get into the arches of the feet. So remember, we were creating some shear as though we want to push that ball out from under the feet. So I'm just literally letting that stretch those tissues. It's not so much a stretch that we're after, though. It's hydration, right? So we want shear on the tissue. And then we went to the outer aspect, and we did that a few times, because we have a subtle arch in the foot on that side too. And then, of course, we have that arch under the toes as well. So those are your basic patterns. You know, you want to spend maybe 3 or 4 minutes on each foot, and it is nothing but good for you. Super good. You also have lots of lymphatics in your feet too, so you're kind of pumping your lymphatic nodes in the feet. All right, so I want to give you some encouragement. Want to hear that you're on the ball. If you're ever in the studio and I'm there, let me know how you're doing. Please ask questions on this forum if you want. Love to hear from you. All right, take care. Bye for now.